Luffy has his first deadly encounter with the Mochi Man of Madness, Katakuri Charlotte. And Jinbei? Jinbei is a bad motherfucker. There's no denying it, Jinbei was absolutely awesome in this episode of One Piece, officially leaving the Big Mom Pirates and becoming the next member of the Straw Hat Group. That's right, Jinbei is officially a member of the Straw Hat Pirates now. We can finally stop dancing around that fact. And the way he does it in this episode is fantastic, as he completely stands up to Big Mom and is able to withstand her Devil Fruit ability. He is not afraid of her at all. She cannot instill any sort of fear in him. He is like a solid wall of manliness, with a dash of fish, of course. Still, this was a pretty solid episode of One Piece. A very slow episode, where really not that much happened. Basically just more of the animal clones of Luffy just causing all sorts of chaos, Big Mom getting incredibly pissed off. What's incredibly stupid and awesome about this plan is that Luffy comes out and announces his presence directly to Big Mom. He starts to charge her, and this is all a big part of his plan to actually destroy the picture of Mother Caramel. But this ends up not working out when he suddenly gets attacked by Katakuri Charlotte, who is officially known as a Mochi Man. He's made out of mochi, which is a sweet Japanese confection, which is real stretchy and gooey, and he can actually implement that with Haki, which makes him especially dangerous as he's able to trap Luffy. But when Jinbei comes in, he saves the day. He utilizes one of his fishman techniques by using a cup of tea, which I thought was really awesome, and turning it into a big projectile. It was really solid, and it was actually able to free Luffy from the hardened, armored mochi of Katakuri, which is pretty interesting. So as long as you have something liquid or something, you should be able to have the upper hand in battle against him. But still, it was a really great preview to what he can actually do, and really, it's just devastating and awesome. But it's Jinbei who ends up stealing the entire show when he sits in front of Big Mom and she goes through the whole, well, if you're going to leave, is it going to be, the crew, or am I going to have to take some life? Like, what's the big deal? And of course, he decides life. But since he has no fear of Big Mom, she can't actually take any of his soul away, which is awesome because he has absolutely no fear of Big Mom. And the reasoning behind it is so cool because he's so confident in the fact that Luffy will eventually become Pirate King. He has absolutely nothing to fear from just a mere emperor. It is such a great and triumphant moment, and Luffy laughing after that is just the icing on the cake. It is great. This episode also has a fantastic cliffhanger ending with Brook, who is disguised as Luffy in a not-so-subtle costume. And while all of this commotion is going on with Jinbei and Big Mom being freaked out, he takes out a hammer, destroys the picture, gives a nice little laugh, cutting to the to-be-continued screen. So what's the rundown on this episode of One Piece? Despite the fact that this was just a really slow episode, it featured just a really fantastic Jinbei moment. Not only with him saving Luffy, but for basically saying, I'm done with the Big Mom crew, I'm joining Luffy, and there's not really anything you can do about it. Now, even though he is able to withstand the Devil Fruit ability of her being able to remove your soul, he still probably would be in danger if she uses Prometheus and Zeus, which she starts to do in this episode right here. So it's just, you gotta still look out for Big Mom. She's still incredibly dangerous with how she can utilize her Devil Fruit in a number of different ways. The way they animated her in this episode also looked really great with all of the lighting. She looked so menacing and scary and just so royally pissed throughout the entire episode. It's amazing that Jinbei actually had the balls to stand up to her. Also, man, it annoys me how they keep like changing the spelling of his name depending on the subs I'm watching or if I'm reading it in the manga. Is it Jim or Jin? I don't know. I think Jinbei sounds better, but I've seen the manga version call it Jinbei and Jinbei, and here in the anime, they call it Jinbei. I know that's a weird tangent to go on, but it's still confusing every single time that I see it. Other than that, this is basically just more of the same and a pretty big extension of last week's episode. But still, this one had some really great imagery in it. Some of the artwork was honestly really great and added so much to the atmosphere of this episode, mostly through Big Mom's expressions, as well as Capone Beiji, who looked really awesome in this episode as well. Luffy was also just a lot of fun how he decided to watch out, and then we had Carrot and Chopper, who are just eating cake instead of really paying attention to the mission. There's so many big developments here, and everybody's still shitting on Caesar Clown. There's tons of humor, tons of crazy action to be had, and it's just all tied together with all of the stuff from Jinbei. Just solid stuff this week is really what I'm trying to say. It was a little slow, however, which is why I'm going to knock this episode down to a 4 out of 5. So there it is. That's my thoughts on the episode. I'd love to get yours. Please tell me about them in the comment section below. And I want to go ahead and thank you guys, because we here at Super Comic Guru 9000 have just reached 23,000 subscribers. Another milestone for the channel, and you guys made it possible. I can't stress how much I love doing these anime reviews for you guys. I do them for me, though, too. I love being able to express my love of anime. I only have so many friends that are into it, so this is like the perfect outlet for me to just talk about this stuff and to gush about it, and I love interacting with you guys about this. And I do have some pretty big developments for the channel over the course of the next year. I'm working on getting a brand new camera and lighting setup so I can make the quality a lot better. I'm also thinking about retooling how I actually do some of my reviews and doing some more scripted videos, because just the quality is a lot better and a lot of fun. And we're also going to be bringing the podcast back very soon. It's been on hiatus for a while because we've been sort of retooling that, but it's mostly going to be more of the same with a little more structure. And we also want to make it so that you guys can actually download that for free and take it with you wherever you want to go. Really, we have a lot of big plans, and like I said, we're hoping to up the quality a lot more in the next couple of months. So please stay tuned for all of that and all types of other cool videos. But really, just thank you guys so much for watching. If I only hopes for like the future of the channel is just I need more people to see my stuff. I have over 20,000 subscribers, and most of my videos barely get over 1,000. Every once in a while, I have one that goes gangbusters, and it's like, here's 30,000 views, but it's very inconsistent, and I want to know how I can improve my videos, how I can make them better for you. Please give me some good criticism on how I can make this stuff better, and how I can separate myself from the pack, but still, again, I just mostly want to thank you guys so much for watching all of this stuff, and just really thank you. That's it. I'm just rambling at this point. So here's to the next couple thousand subscribers. To all the new people, I really hope you're enjoying the content, and I'd love to get your feedback just about that and about this episode of One Piece. Just let's keep the train running, guys. So thank you guys so much for watching this review. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for more reviews just like this and tons of other content. I will see you guys next time, and as always, stay Dandale, baby.